watching a film that's music. So just chilling in. Hope the sound's good. I've got the microphone in. Let's see how it goes. First of all, cruise on. Just chilling. See if we can keep it with. There you go. It's pretty warm outside today too. Probably the warmest day this week. So we're just cruising. Bit of traffic. Nice and comfortable in the back here. Nice and cool. Just a little bit of traffic. Crazy day. It's good. Pretty nice. Good time in Pattaya. It's kind of a bit sad. I've only got a few days left for going, but it's been a cracking trip. One of the best actually. The only thing I'd probably do different is all my travel days have been, including had a bit of driving involved, been on a Saturday. I probably should change that to maybe a Monday or a Friday. This seems to be more traffic on Saturday. But yeah, otherwise, not bad at all. Yeah, we just comes on pretty chilled. Just probably do this for a little bit. Leave it up. Not going to say anything controversial. Shout out to all the pommies. They'd be asleep. It's about 4:30 now in Australia. Sorry, 3:30 here in Brisbane. So just you can see a bit of traffic on the way to Bangers. Probably about an hour away. Maybe a bit longer with this traffic. We left Pat's about an hour and 10, so it's just over 2 hours. Just cruise along. Share that if you haven't already. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like. Heaps of videos, heaps of content from this trip. I've still got more to put out. I've got stuff I need to sharpen up when I go home and put out. So there's going to be content. Consistent content. We'll just cruise along. But yeah, it's been good, very good. Hopefully, check in at about an hour, hour and a half, and go out, grab the phone, grab the camera, and we'll cruise around Sukhumvit area, log on, do some shorts, and then have one of my last big nights. Good, really good time. Has to come to an end, but unfortunately, do another week easy. Wow, just cruising. See if we come 1 minutes. So I put in a gimbal, some of the standards ones kind of. The arm gets a little bit sore. But they say first world problems. I'm a bit tired. Definitely a bit short on the old sleep, but hey, that doesn't matter. Slash the coffee and Red Bulls and keep going. That's what we do. Sleep is for the weak, as they say. Big up to everyone watching it. There's like 4 million in the chat. I'll still my impression of Colin there. Hey, hi, Shano. Paddy was good, mate. Colin didn't want to leave, but always better to, if you're flying out of Bangkok, I can have a late check-in the day I leave and, a 45-minute drive to get to the airport. It's just easier than, worrying about the traffic from Pats. It shortens that travel day experience. But yeah, we're just cruising. A little bit of traffic at the moment. Yeah, still 11. That's interesting. I'll be staying close to there. And to be honest, I only really spent maybe 4 or 5 hours there in the past. So we'll be checking it out. I'll be checking in and then going to watch the footy for a bit and then walking around. Hope the sound's good. I've got the external mic in, so it should be nice and loud and clear. Hopefully this traffic clears. It's definitely one mistake I've made, I think, having these travel days on a Saturday. Just a little bit more traffic. People are going to places. Oh, that's all right. You live and you learn. This is good, but this is 1,500 baht. Comfortable. Picked up at my hotel. Always early. Pretty much supposed to be about 11:30. I come downstairs to check in at 11. And as I check in my room, the gentleman comes up with a photo. He's the same driver. It's his company. Haven't seen him for a little bit, but we use him probably for about 6, 7 years. Really good. So yeah, Pattaya Bangkok, 1,500 baht. It was Wahin, the Pattaya was 3,500. That's a big trip. That's 5 hours, and then it was about 23 or 2,300. Yeah, from Suvarnabhumi to Wahin. Just there are public transport options, but it's just so much easier. Picked up, comfort. We stopped if we need to stop. We stopped for a coffee. Just super easy. You think about it, like that's a Wahin. What's 3.5? It's probably 120 Australian dollars. That's for a 5-hour trip. If you're going to Uber or do something like that, it'd be way more. So, yeah, good value for money, like every good time. It's not bad. Just cruising. Yeah, no, exactly right, Shane. Taxi, the comfort. the, that personalised touch. So I can get, like I said, he was there. I was in reception straight down. So it's super easy. I know you could do it for a fraction of the price, but then you've got to, get to the bus stop, and then from the bus stop, it just makes it, when the convenience is so worth it. I remember in 2022 when I did Chiang Mai to Pattaya. So I did the overnight bus from Chiang Mai to Bangkok. Got into Bangkok about 4 o'clock in the morning and did a minibus. And the minibus went all through Sriracha and all that. And then didn't, and nowhere near central Pattaya, dropped me off at the pier. So I had to get a bowl all the way back. So it's kind of just easy, convenient, great service. What I'll do is at some point I'll drop, it's Bobby Taxi, but I'll drop his link in my channel because I'd recommend him. I've got friends from Australia now that use him. Really good fella. I hope that this speed's starting to move a little bit. So with Google Maps, I know when I last looked, it's at about an hour and 12. That was about 20 minutes ago. And then we're here. Yeah, so we're about 15 k's away from Swanabon, but we're going into Sukhumvit. So I'm probably looking a bit tired too. It's just the old man here. Should have worn a hat today. Definitely should have worn a hat. But hey, it is what it is. Cruise down. Yeah, massive shout. The hotel I stayed at, I'll say now, it's called Shovat. It's actually a Jewish hotel now. It used to be called Centra Avenue. And lovely hotel, people. Yeah, true. It's slowly been in Shanghai. Really lovely people there. Like obviously they're all Thais that work there, but it's Jewish owned, and most of the people staying there are Hebrew. They had a big in the reception. It was like I went home to get changed before I went out. It took me 5 minutes to get out of the hotel. They had the whole reception area of the hotel was all tables and chairs, and they were having some sort of ceremony, which was it's cool. Like I've got a lot of time for Jewish people, and so sad to see what's happened back home in Australia with the anti-Semitism and what happened in Bondi. And got talking. We did it all through Google Translate. I'm like, there's some really lovely people. And I think for me, they're a bit until they knew I was from Australia, a bit standoffish. I sometimes get in Thailand, I get people go, they either think I'm English or they think I'm Arab, and I'm far from Arab. Hey, I drink beer and eat bacon. I'm not Arab. So yeah, no, but it was good. And it's like every night in the reception, there's always two securities, and that's pretty standard for most hotels. But every night in that reception, there's 3 or 4 police officers, and look, there's no other reason except that it's a Jewish hotel, which is really sad. Would it stop me from staying there again? No, I don't care. I've never not felt safe there. But it's just a sad indictment of the world that even in Thailand, that Jewish people need to have that extra layer of protection. Anyway, that's my little world rant for today. But yeah, it's a great hotel. I've been really lucky. 3 hotels I've stayed at. Um, it does, mate, especially after what we saw happen in Australia in December. Absolutely matters. Um, but yeah, the hotel I stayed in Phuket, I've always stayed at. I book it all over Facebook Messenger. Samir House in Wahin was amazing. It's pretty much a self-contained unit and it was so cheap. And then obviously Shalat, which I'll definitely stay there again. I know I told Porkies, I told you that I was staying at OK Metro. Got to do, had to do that. You know, you just never know what Porky and John TM would try to do. Big shout out to you, Porky. Nice sunglasses, by the way. No, he says hi. So, fun times. But it was funny. It was funny how the whole time they were all this whole. Some of the, well, I should have kept the messages. Some of the messages that I had in my held comments telling me not to come, that, you know, the locals lined up to give it to me. Well, I wasn't hiding. I was walking around and I did not. This is the first time I've been in the car since last Saturday. Did not step foot in the car the whole time. I was in Pattaya. I walked everywhere. So I was visible. You can't miss me. You can't miss me. I know I shrunk a bit, but you cannot miss me. So they're all talk. All talk. That's right. Absolutely, Shana. YouTube is not real, Pattaya. Without a doubt. So my arm's getting a bit tired. I might end this in a couple more minutes. I might end this. Like I said, just a short one. Feeling a bit of time as we make our way to bangers. Shout out to the owl. Buddy Cups, Buddy Bay, hope you're well. Let's have a banger. Pretty funny. So I'm sure I'll be somewhere on Nala tonight, having maybe a stumble in. Something, or I might, just for my mate BT, I might go to Ubers. So I know it'd be good to catch up with some people in Bangkok. Gonna catch up with an Aussie tomorrow night that I'm not going to out his name, but he's a moderator on my channel, someone I've known on YouTube for a long time. Finally met this week, and I'm going to meet again in Bangers. Shout out to him. He knows who he is, and if at any point he wants to say that we met, but it's not for me to say. Enjoy Hillary 3, Soil 11. Okay, we'll check that one out, Shane. We might do a walk and talk up Soil 11 before I go home. Got a bit of time. I will go down to Soy 7-1. I've got go down to the Aussie bar there, Susie's. It's a little bit different. I am staying somewhere on Soy 11 this time. I normally stay on the corner of Soy 9 and Sukhumvit. The hotel, pretty much anyone that knows that area, there's a sports bar called Game On. And you walk out of reception of the hotel and you're almost in the bar. So it's a good location. I like staying around there. They were like, when I first came after COVID, I stayed up the end of Soy 4, the other end away from Sukhumvit. Beautiful hotel, but just a little bit out of the way. So it looks like we've gone through the traffic and we're speeding up a bit now. But at this point, I reckon, yeah, I'm getting sore, so I'll leave this up. I haven't said anything too controversial or silly. That's why I'm trying to keep these all up now, so people can go back, watch it, hear what I've had to say. But yeah, it's definitely, like I said, I've got at least a couple more days around, so I will, I've got a lot of content in the bank. We'll try to put some constant videos out over the next month or so. It'll be busy first couple of weeks when I get back to work, and then I've got a trip to Sydney, so we'll probably try to vlog that as well. But anyway, have a good Sunday. So Sunday, have a good Sunday, guys. Cambo out.